I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know a lot about Max Ed, and I'm going to be smack talking a lot because, like I said, I'm kind of in Shriek's direction because he does a lot for the community. And I know nothing about Max Ed, but he's probably like a really good. I mean, I totally lose to the guy. I mean, I've played Shriek before, and he kicks my ass all the damn day. So I can't touch him. So like, you know, obviously I lose to Max Ed, but I'm just talking a lot of shit for the sake that he does make mistakes, and it's valuable to point them out. So anyway, Max Ed, if you're watching this, you seem like a nice guy. I'm not discriminating against you. Yeah. Anyway. So here's the mistake. Another mistake Max Ed makes. If you have a Panda, you've already done a lot of this damage. Okay. The MK's out. You should just get out because you can. It's more beneficial. Like, yes, he's still in position to do damage, but right now it's so much more beneficial to just get your Panda to level 3 and to get that expansion up. Because, you know, Shriek right now is going to have such a hard recovery time. By the time Max Ed gets the expansion up, by the time that Panda's level 3, Shriek will have like a sort of a semblance of an army, and he will have to fight, you know, Max Ed at his base near towers, and Max Ed will basically totally safe to tech, and because he has the level 3 Panda, will be able to harass. You know, Max Ed does pull out, but he does wait a little long to do so. Shriek. Oh no, ordinarily MK second is all about pressure. You gotta put your pressure game on. That's why usually MK second is not so good, because he needs to be used because in tier 3 he's not as strong as the Panda. So your advantage by choosing the MK, you need to beat him up. The reason why it's not as good and it's not as safe and blah 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 is because the MK can't push a base worth of shit. So he'll sort of be sitting out there like, hey, I have army dominance. I can kind of get 2 expansions up, but not really because the Panda will harass my ass balls. And I'm just going to be sitting there like a dumbass, fighting towers all the day and being a retard. So anyway, you know, again, I imagine the only reason Shriek chose the MK is because he had to. He was put in that position by Max Ed, which was just good play, tier 1. Here's, if you guys are fighting the MK, Max Ed actually does a really cool move here, to his credit. Zeppelin. You know, most people will, the way they'll counter the bolts round is the staff. But right now he has 2 heroes out. You know, it's expensive. It's 300 gold to get a staff, and that does not save your units. So he gets a Zeppelin. Pretty cool move, I must say. I wouldn't have thought of that myself. You know, it just shows, you know, a lot of practice, a lot of experience. Now here's you know, you're gonna see just the Panda level 3 Rape Fest, the fighting the towers. Like, he doesn't even have the expansion up. Like, you know, this is also really bad positioning by Shriek, but you know, this is just like, you know, good solid play so far by Max Ed in fighting by the tower, the level 3 Panda. He's doing everything pretty safe, pretty okay so far. There's nothing Shriek can do with the strong position of Max Ed, so he has to bite the bullet and play Max Ed's game, and he has to counter expand, because there's no way he's going to be able to shut down expansion. And that's exactly what Shriek is moving to do, is counter expand. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to pause. We're at 11.1 second. Get there if you're not. We're going to go to 2 times speed. If you're not at 11.01 second, I guess that's okay, because I'm not really doing too much on what's happening in the replay. I'm just sort of talking theorycraft and showing examples in this replay. So you'll sort of see what I mean anyway, but we're going to 2 times speed. It's a long game. Not going to waste your time. Anyway, 11.1 seconds. Alright, 11 minutes, 1 second. 2 times speed, unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. So, everyone's moving like they're on crack. Yippee! Anyway. Hold on here. I see something. Okay, it's interesting. I was looking at it before. I didn't see that Shriek got Sentry was. It's pretty cool. Anyway. Okay, MK Harass on the expansion. 1 Breath of Fire. Just totally did, like, that much damage. Like, everything's at half health by Shriek, pretty much. like, that matters. And, you know, like, he drops his Panda again looking for all those peasant kills because, you know, he can. But overall, you know, if he could have gone for the main, you know what I mean? Like, he could have, he gets the expansion cancel, that's fine. But he doesn't run away. Listen, you got a level 3 Mountain King, okay? The spawn points, you're fighting close to his base, the spawn points are in his favor. This is it's bad idea. Like, don't do this to yourself. Like, GTFO now. This is one turning point of the game where, you know, like, you're not supposed to fight an MK. Like, totally, like, very lucky his Archmage did not die. You're not supposed to fight an MK like this. It's a very, very bad idea, especially in such a terrible position where the MK is just going to be able to roll you over. Not a good idea. So, you know, he could have, you know, he canceled the expansion. He should have just gotten out of there. Maybe even TP'd. Totally got a Zeppelin, go for the main base. Like, don't attack your opponent directly. It's not how you play this matchup when you were using the Panda. You know, a lot of people complain, and they like to use the Panda because they like those straight-up fights. But if you play this right, it is really hard, and you can just see it. Like, you know, the MK just raped that expansion, or the Panda just raped that expansion. You know, totally was at the mercy of the Panda in terms of the, you know, raping the expansion. Max it again, attacks, bad idea. The damage that the Panda can do to the economy, like, you know, just Zeppelin drops, you can do so much, and there's really not a heck of a lot the MK can do about it. You know, so, like, not a good place to be to just keep banging your head against Shriek like this in this case. So anyway, that's really an important comment. Really, it's important to understand. And I don't, like, again, Max said just goes in there. Your expansion for expansion. I understand you want to take down an expansion again, but for Christ's sakes, you're on even economy. You're taking a risk that shouldn't be taken. I don't know. This is like, I don't know. I guess he's doing the Merc thing. He has sort of a minor food advantage. Let's just check the food count. 72 versus 66. I would say that's substantial, except like he's right next to the healing scroll shot. Like, it's just position and all that. You don't need to fight. I don't know. It's like, I understand he's got a significant food advantage, but like, why take the risk? Why not tech to tier 3? You know what I mean? Why do any of it? It's totally unsafe. He loses his hero because of it. He's probably going to lose his Archmage. Or no, he has to TP again.